Hello everyone, today we will be making a Brick Hill game. In this game, players will go up a randomly generated obby. The player which reached the highest point after 3 minutes wins. First, we will need a map. Open app data, Brick Hill, and launch workshop.exe. In the workshop, click New Project. We are now ready to build. Use right-click to look around. Let's click the cube in the top bar. This will spawn in a cube. You can move it using the arrows. Click it again to spawn another cube. With these buttons, you can create all sorts of shapes, such as a ramp or a spawn point. You can resize bricks using the resize tool and rotate them by 90 degrees using the rotate tool. By using the palette button, you can change the color of bricks that are spawned in. Click on a brick to view its properties. You can change the name, position, size, color, brightness, and its transparency. When you're done building, click the Save Map button. I will save it to my desktop. When making a big map, performance will be an issue with the current workshop. It cannot handle a big amount of bricks. This is why a user made an alternative to the workshop called Brick Builder. So let's install it. The link will be in the description. Open the zip file and press extract. You can then open brickbuilder64.exe. Click New File and we're ready to build. You can look around using right-click just like the original workshop. Go to the Edit tab and click on Create to add a new brick. You can move it around with the arrows, then select the Scale tool and scale the brick. Using the Rotate tool, you can rotate it. In the Tools tab, you will find a way to import an image or an avatar. There's also a Screenshot tool. In the View tab, you have different buttons to show or hide different UIs. You can edit the properties of a brick using the inspector and the hierarchy. You can modify the name, the position, the scale, rotation, color, transparency, shape, collision, and the model as well. The model has to be an ID of an existing item in the Brick Hill catalog. When you're done building, go to File and click Save File. It's now time to test out our map and script the game. We will be installing NodeHill on this virtual machine. Let's go to the NodeHill GitLab page. I will link it in the description. First, we will install Node. We will also download the Nodehill template. Now that everything is ready and installed, we will install the Nodehill library. Type cmd in the Explorer bar and then npm I Nodehill. We will also install VS Code to help us code. Let's configure Nodehill. Right-click it and click Open with Code. To get your game ID, go into your browser and go onto the Sets page. Click on your game and copy the ID. Paste it in the code. For now, we will put local to true. Put your map in the Maps folder and configure it in the code too. You can close VS Code and double-click launch server.bat. Next, double-click launch client.bat. If everything has been done correctly, you should now be on your map. Just the map is boring. Let's script it. Close the client and go into your user scripts folder. You can also close the server. Right-click the white space and click Open with Code. Create a new file named main.js. Nodehill scripts are made with JavaScript. That's why they end with .js. I'll be doing a time-lapse of the coding. You can try to follow along if you want. Now that we're done with the coding part, we can save the script and exit VS Code. We can now launch the server and launch the client again. As you can see, the game is working perfectly. Here's some gameplay. It's time to host the game. We will need to open start.js in VS Code again. For other players to be able to join, you'll have to do some port forwarding. Unfortunately, I won't be able to explain that in this video. Change local to true and we'll be good to go. A guide to do some port forwarding will be in the description. Good luck. When you're done port forwarding and hosting, you and other players will be able to join. Have fun! If you need help with hosting, port forwarding, or scripting, please join the Node Hill Discord. It will be in the description.